Hi. My capstone project was to work with my friend Courtney to put on a benefit for United Cerebral Palsy. United Cerebral Palsy, also known as UCP, is a nonprofit organization that helps people with disabilities live a more normal life. When I first started researching this organization, I really liked the theme of their mission, which is a life without limits for people with disabilities. This paralleled with the theme of our benefit, which was with love. Our benefit was held on November 27, 2010. It was at Don Ho's Island Grill at Aloha Tower. Courtney and I were able to get sponsors and live entertainment. Our entertainment included a wide variety consisting of Courtney's Old Hula Halau, David Hamaoka, Melvin Lead, Full Effect, and Simplicity. I also interviewed Ms. Donna Fouts, who will be talking about the economic side of UCP. I hope you enjoy the highlights from our benefit.
Okay, hi, I'm with Ms. Donna Fouts. She is the Executive Director of UCP. What is it exactly that you do for UCP?
Well, as executive director, you really get to do it all. You get to basically oversee programs, do a lot of fundraising, and I think what's the old expression, the buck stops with you. So that means sometimes I push a broom as good as anybody else, but generally it's overseeing the organization and keeping us on task and hopefully going out and raising much needed funds to keep organization afloat and provide the services that we need to provide.
Okay, and you said that after UCP they move on to the GOE system. I actually, at my community service, there's a couple boys that they think have autism and they're going to send them to GOE specialists. Do you think that they do a good job of taking care of the kids?
I think certainly anyone who's eager to address that population, I think they do a very good job. The challenge comes right now is that it seems that 1 in 100 children born is being diagnosed with autism. So I don't think our resources as a community, I mean even outside of cerebral palsy, are really adequate to be able to provide all the services they need. So I think we're going to have to look long and hard at what can we provide, what should we expect the state to be able to provide. I mean, otherwise, if every one of those children got max services of everything, I think the state would go bankrupt. So we have to look, what's reasonable, and we want to provide the best. And that's why I think working together collectively with other agency is the only way that we're going to kind of take a big bite out of, special needs that seem to be cropping up so prevalently.
We got a very jazzy song for you guys next. And you guys will remember this tomorrow morning, because we're going to play for you guys Sunday morning, so here we go. Why don't you guys put your hands down? Sunday morning, rain is falling. Still some lovers shed some skin. Clouds are shouting nothing on this unforgettable. It's been the moment I begin. Things get so crazy, living life inside you. I would gladly hit the road, go back and ride. That someday it will lead me back to you. Yeah. That someday it will lead me back to you.
What is the most common type of CP? I know that there's more than one. In Hawaii, is there like one particular that stands out?
Actually, not really. There are 3 different types, and we see the gamut of all of those. And it's interesting because sometimes it can be really mild of any one of the 3, and then sometimes I tell people, it's really involved. But the interesting thing is when the muscles are affected, speech is affected, the lights are still on upstairs. And so for a lot of people, when they see somebody that, really spastic, has difficulty talking because their muscles won't move, they assume that they're mentally retarded as well. And I think that's probably one of the biggest words of wisdom that we try to get out to the public. This is somebody who's got a pretty cruddy body that won't perform, but the lights are on upstairs. So how do we work with them, and how do we provide assistive technology and other devices so that these children can learn in different ways? Because the brain's there; it's charging. Give me something. Yeah. But unfortunately, the traditional ways, that they can't respond back.
To you alone, I say, wait for me, wait for me. The day goes slowly by, without you close to me, standing on
So I know that United Cerebral Palsy is a nonprofit organization, and so how important is it to have benefits like these to raise money?
Extremely important. As a nonprofit, we really depend on a lot. What I say is we have like a real diversified base of fundraising. So we are fortunate that we have, a contract with the state. We also have some endowments that we just get the interest back from the money, but that puts us way short. So then we do a lot of special events, but even with our special events, we do 8 a year, we still come up short. And so when I get calls like yours, boy, they put the biggest smile on my face. And I think the nicest part, in addition to being able to raise fund, it also gives us an opportunity to hopefully educate people what is cerebral palsy. It's not like bad people are going to be affected by it. It really can happen to a lot of different people, and they could have lived very healthy, normal lives. There's a variety of things that can sort of impact why someone will be born with cerebral palsy. So that opportunity to explain that story, there are a lot of things you can help do to prevent it, but not all cases are preventable. So if you have given birth to a child, with special needs, in particular cerebral palsy, we're the organization. We want to match up with you as quickly as we can and as early as we can. So we have a program for children birth to 3. These are just little tykes, that will come to us, and we work physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy, and special education with them up till their 3rd birthday, and then they transition on to DOE. So there's a lot of study and proof that shows the earlier you can start dealing with a child with cerebral palsy or other disabilities, the better it is for that child. So needless to say, we want to know when your child's 6 months old if we can help, as opposed to when they're 3 years old. That's all the months that they've missed of therapy. So
It seems lately I've been saying goodbye so often, goodbye. One would think things would get easier, knowing that I'll see you again in just a few short days. But you better get going now, you'll miss your plane.
My personal connection to this project was that, for one, I really love kids. I really wanted to do something that would benefit children. Also, in my community service, there are a few boys that their teachers are worried about. They think the boys have learning disabilities. It makes me sad and surprised that even in this day and age, there are people born every day that won't be able to live normal lives. UCP is an organization that does research and helps patients, which I think is very important if we want to finally put an end to diseases like cerebral palsy. This project not only relates to CAPSES but also to a couple of my other classes. Through anatomy and physiology, I learned about premature birth. Premature birth actually plays a big role in CP and other medical conditions. Because our technology is improving at such an increased rate, the survival of premature babies is more common than ever. However, although they are surviving, many premature babies have complications including CP. This project also relates to my English class. I am taking on the Lily Pond and we have talked a great deal about ourselves. I definitely learned a lot about myself and business in general while putting on this benefit. This project definitely exceeded all of my expectations. At the end of the night, Courtney and I were able to donate $5,200 to UCP. It felt really good to be able to make a difference. I'm glad I was able to experience the process of how a fundraiser is put together. Normally, I just enjoy the end result. I definitely appreciate the time put into planning benefits plans. This project taught me the importance of communication, especially when people are trying to help you. It taught me that sometimes working with your friend is hard and it is important to remember to work together. Lastly, Courtney and I had a lot of problems in the beginning of our project. We had to exchange several emails with various people and we weren't even sure if our benefit was going to happen. However, we didn't give up and everything worked out in the end. This project showed me that anything is possible with love, pun intended.